You are now tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, dying on the beat.
Hey, I got so many ops.
Everywhere I go, I got
so many ops.
so many ops.
I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ops.
I know they plotting against me.
Whoa. I came in like this. I was all oh, because my shit is lagging. I was like, oh. Dude,
What's up, y'all?
we have do you show anybody on here? Oh, we do have 6 people. Y'all better light up the comments. Where are the people that come in here in the comments early?
What y'all doing?
Yeah,
I don't even
something's
see
going
no
on.
comments.
I don't see any comments either.
I
Y'all
see
better
people
start
watching.
commenting. Yeah.
Can y'all comment? Hold on, let me see. We might. Uh-oh. What's going on? Can
Dude,
people
something's
comment? They just haven't commented yet. Maybe,
Hey,
maybe it's a delay on behalf of YouTube. Maybe.
Probably. Okay, we need more people to comment. There's 10 people watching, 12 people watching. We need y'all to light up the comment section ASAP.
Right now.
Something's weird, you guys. We got happy Friday, Patty. We got hit with a strike on our channel yesterday or Tuesday for some BS just because we mentioned Fauci's name. We didn't even say anything against
Fauci.
the thing. And they said, we determined that your video was medical misinformation. So we're taking you down and giving you a strike. And you know what? I fought it. So we got the video back.
She fought the law and the law didn't win.
I fought the feds, y'all, for you guys.
The feds. You like the feds. Don't forget, Mo likes DJ Vlad, who is a known fed.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Just want y'all to know that.
Hey, when I see something sus with DJ Vlad for myself, not that you tell me, I will assess, just like I did with Christian Walker. Oh my God. Okay. You know who I am so, speaking of the gays, because we're going to talk a little bit about.
My God. I like that. That was funny.
My God, Becky. Let me talk to you about something really quick. Okay. So speaking of the gays, okay.
Yes.
You know what? I'm so flipping fed up with Rob Smith. I am so fed up with him. Remember I showed you that one video the other day, like that one time of him in his underwear? He's at it again. Okay. He's at it again. The other day, listen to this, Soonie. You're going to die. Okay. And I'm sure you're probably going to make a video about this soon too. Because the other day he had the nerve to come on Instagram and make a video about how men wearing mesh shirts is the hot new fashion trend. And I was like, no, it's not, bitch. Okay, that is a gay man's thing. I ain't never seen no straight man in a mesh shirt.
Mesh.
Okay,
bro,
mesh.
Bro, you are
mesh. I'm about to show you. I don't know if that video is still up, but
I'm not gonna scream.
No, you're not gonna scream. Well, you're probably gonna be like, dude, what the hell?
What? Is he naked back there?
Always. Look at him.
Oh my God. What are you doing?
He's saying putting together a mesh look to go see the Queen at Beyonce. Okay.
Why is this? Oh shit. I mean, shoot.
Why does he do this? Why does he do this?
Queen. So he's not conservative.
Yeah. I would say definitely not. Okay, so here's his mesh look.
Yeah, only gay men dress like that.
Only gay men. I've never seen a straight guy in a mesh shirt. Okay. Anyways, I think this is his video where he talked about mesh shirts. I ain't gonna talk. Well, why are they even making a video with no shirt on? Like, if this guy isn't so in love with himself, I don't know what to say.
What did he say about Sukiana? Can you please go to that video?
Where's Sukiana?
Right there. Suki,
this
right at the Suki with the good coochie. The lady that was in England cutting up and had them white folks stressed.
This one. Okay,
right there.
hold on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat an ass. Eat an ass. We be eating his ass today in London. Period.
Today.
Coochie stretched.
All right, look, y'all. So if you don't know who that is, that's Sukiana from Love and Hip Hop Miami. That's
from
big,
Love and Hip Hop.
on the blog. She is big in that culture. And this video has ignited this huge debate on basically how Black women act when they go overseas. Like, what are you selling to the culture? All of this other stuff. And the only thing that I have to say about this is this. And I commented this on the Shade Room, and I was actually surprised that so many people were co-signing me. And this is what I want to say. So that video is a mirror. That video is a mirror to where the culture is right now.
No, it's not.
Black culture, Black hip hop culture, rap culture, whatever you want to call it, that is where it is. These girls see somebody like Sukiana, who came from the ghetto, who came from the streets, and is now, running around London, sipping on some champagne, talking about she want to get something scratched and she want to eat something. And y'all heard the video. Y'all know what she said. But that is a mirror to the culture,
nigga.
okay? That is what the culture is right now. So if you have an issue with that,
that is not the culture. That is a culture that you guys love to depict.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Anyways, you know what I don't like?
Shirts.
I don't like the way he does
fake ass
his hair.
Waves.
Those fake ass waves. Like, it's so nasty. Like, I don't know what's wrong with his face, but he looks like he's missing something. And I don't know if it's eyelashes. I don't know what it is. But anyways, his bio is fitness, fashion, motivation, culture, America, and mesh enthusiast. Like, who can take this dude seriously?
Nobody.
I
agree with you, Apex. I saw what you put in the private chat, and I agree, but I can't say it on here. But I agree.
Yeah. Anyways, I just thought I'd say that because I was just like, I'm so over this guy. He's an embarrassment.
Yeah, he is.
Oh gosh, let me just.
While you guys are coming in, please let us know where you're coming from. Our chat is never this dead. This is like really shocking. Really shocking. If you guys can put in here. Yeah, where Judy at? Where you're watching from. And we'll get started with the show. I think Mo, you wanted me to start out with my situation.
Yeah. Before we do all that, I do want to let everybody know, again, like the video, share this video, comment as you come in, because that's what we're dependent on right now. There's Judy. Woo! Judy's here. Okay. Judy, we'll play your song in a second. If you guys want to super chat, you have to go over to my channel at Let's Talk Darling. And if you want to Venmo, we can always put that up here as well. Right there. You can scan that with your phone. And I think that is it. I just wanted to get rid of those housekeeping items. But yeah, we have a lot of topics to get to, and a lot of them are going to be centered around this story that Soonie's going to tell you. If you guys haven't been following her stories the last 24 to 48 hours, Soonie has had some very interesting dealings with her daughter's school, and she's about to share it.
I did. So just to give some context to the story, and I'm going to pull up photos so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The moral of this story is parents need to what the heck happened?
Nothing. Oh, something's going on, y'all. See, this is why we are going to be super dependent on you guys to really blow up the chat. Like, emojis, like hit the like button, please, please, please. I see 21 people in here. We need more likes because they are clearly trying to mess with our stream. I don't know if this has to do with the strike that we got or what, but they're clearly trying to mess with our stream. So I don't know what's going on. I didn't put anything sus in the description. Maybe it's the fight for our kids that's pissing them off. They don't want us to do that. Good evening, Mad Cow. Can
you hear me?
We can hear you now. Yeah. I think they're trying to mess with us. Yes.
I don't know what that was. That was weird.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm back. So I want people to take from this story what I have been preaching for a long time now. You need to be actively involved in your children's education, because things that may seem innocent, honestly, aren't so innocent. The ways that they were going about, in my opinion, indoctrinating my daughter at a very early stage in her life. I didn't like it. And I chose to go run my big mouth, and I went up to the school to go confront the school about what I had found. So my daughter's going through this unit at school where they're teaching growth mindsets and fixed mindsets. And most people will say, well, that's pretty innocent on the surface. It is, right? You should definitely have a growth mindset, and you should not have fixed mindsets on certain things. But there are things that you should absolutely have a fixed mindset on. And she brought this book home and she said, Mommy, can I read this to you? And I was like, sure. You look at the cover of the book, it's just a bunch of kids saying you can. And she read the book and she got to a particular part in the book that really set off some alarms for me. And I'm going to show you right here. So I got to this portion of the book and I didn't quite understand why it was there. It says, love and be loved, find your own way, support one another. Those words are positive. You should love and be loved. You should find your own way and you should support one another. But support has a definition. And I'm going to define support for you real quick, since we love to concede language on this side. The definition of support is bear all or part of the weight, hold up, give assistance to, material assistance. Like, what the fuck is this definition? To agree. I don't know why this was a weird definition. This is Cambridge Springs. Don't read this dictionary. But to agree with and give encouragement to someone or something because you want him or her to succeed. Now, why? What in this picture, everyone here, what would you want to agree with or to see succeed? I don't want to see this agenda succeed. And I'm pretty sure my daughter doesn't want to see it succeed either. So it was a bunch of subliminal messages within the book that she was reading. And of course, I asked her, did you find this book yourself? How did you come across it? And she just said, well, I thought it would have been a good book to write sentences on when it comes to growth mindsets and fixed mindsets. So then I asked her, well, what do you think about that? What do you think about a fixed mindset? And she said, well, it's not good to have a fixed mindset because you should always strive for more. So because I understood where she was with this fixed mindset, I said, okay, it's innocent on her behalf, but this message of inclusion, which I'm going to get into when I get further into the story, is where it becomes sinister. So they're starting these kids off with growth mindsets are good, fixed mindsets are bad. This is also an environment where they preach inclusion. I tell you guys all the time, I believe inclusion is a very demonic and sinister thing because it causes conformity across the board. And often we are left out as believers. So I did a live where I showed parents, look, this is a book that's out. It was in my child's library. The majority of the book was great. It had good intentions. It talked about disabled children. It talked about how you can be a loner. You can be a follower. You can be a leader. You can do all these things, but as long as you try and put effort forward, you can, right? Pretty good book until you get to this page. So I took my concerns to the school, went right up there, put the book on a desk. This is not appropriate. Why is this book in the library? And why does my child have access to it? I'm not even kidding to you. This is exactly how I went in there. The lady that greeted me she was Japanese. And you know what's funny, Mo, is she looked at the page and she had no freaking clue what I was talking about.
Really?
She had no clue. She was like, well, what's wrong? Because they don't push that stuff here. They don't know what half of these signs mean. She had no clue as to what I was talking about. And she said, one moment, let me go get you an American. And she went and got me an American. And as soon as he opened it up, he said, oh, closed it. And the principal proceeded to come out. This is when I started to record.
The first lady was who? The teacher, you said? The Asian lady?
No, this is the front office.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
She's a secretary.
Gotcha.
So I recorded, but I'm not going to put out the recording because I didn't ask for permission. And honestly, I don't want this lady to feel attacked and on a defense because she's a talking head at the end of the day. She takes her orders from the Pentagon, just like everybody here who is on DOD orders. It just is what it is.
Mm.
I went in there and she told me right off the gate that they are pushing a message of inclusion. They do have non-binary children in the school. They also have children who have same-sex parents, transgender parents. This is all in the school. So I asked her, that's fine. These people are going to exist. I'm not asking you to ban them from school. But why is this book here? Well, we allow the children to self-select. Listen to this. The children are allowed to go in a library where these books are offered and self-select. Okay? So if your child were to go get a book and they were confused about what this specific word was and they went to go ask their teacher, the teacher would then say, allegedly, this is what the principal told me, the teacher will reroute the child to say, you should ask your mom about this. But here is a caveat. There are families that are different. There are mommies and daddies. Ma'am.
No,
that's when I stopped her.
Yeah, because she should have stopped at go talk to your, you should
go talk to your mother.
And then it should have ended there.
It should have ended there.
Yeah.
She said, we do lightly, tell the kids certain things, but we hand it off to the counselor. The counselor is more equipped to have these conversations with the children. And then she said, we try to loop parents in. And I said, ma'am, what happens when my daughter picks up a book and she asks you what this is? And she stumbled. Well, the teachers are encouraged not to. What the hell is encouraged not to? How about this is a rule? You don't talk to these children about these subjects. Don't talk to my kid about it. So of course she went back on the monologue about how they're pushing a message of inclusion. And I said, do you have a Christian section? And she didn't have an answer for me. Are there Bibles offered to these children? She didn't have an answer for me. You know what she told me? Well, we got Martin Luther King in there and they talk about him being a Christian. No, ma'am. Is there a Christian section in your library? And there is no Christian section. So I told her, if you are pushing a message of inclusion, then why are we ostracized? Why is my Bible not good enough to be here? Because my Bible, and I said these things to her, I wish I could play it. My Bible says this is wrong. My children can't wear a shirt that says pride not promise without you kicking them out, right? Mm-hmm. You would suspend my child or make them change the shirt if they were to wear that type of message in this school. And she said, you're right. So why are we shut out? And this is allowed to grow and fester. And the second I have a complaint as a mother, well, we have to be inclusive. Then put Bibles in the library. Put Bibles there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be inclusive and you want to coexist, you better have Christian-based books in there, faith-based books, Muslim, whatever. Put it all in there and let those kids have actual access to information. After that, she was just like, you're valid. And your concerns, you have a right to do this as a parent. I am challenging the book. I'm also going to be challenging the entire LGBTQ portion of the library. I have a meeting on Monday to go in there and look at the books that they have to offer the children. I'm going to be looking for specific books that I know that are very graphic in nature.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take this in front of the committee. And I'm not going to do what every other parent did. This is horrible. We all know it's bad. They know it's bad. They're not going to tell you it's bad. I'm going to flip their argument on them. Why are we not included? If you are pushing a message of inclusion, why am I left out as a Christian?
Right.
Why do my rights end where yours begin? She didn't have any answers for me.
Soonie did send me a portion of the video of her talking to the teacher. I wish she could play even just the audio because you don't even need to see anything. There's nothing to see. It's just Soonie. But this woman, when Soonie asked her, so I forget what the specific, I think it was just what you just mentioned. But when you asked her that question, this woman stumbled over her words. Like you could tell nobody had ever questioned anything. And Soonie even said that when she posted this on a community page on Facebook in her area, that there were parents writing you, right? Saying like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for saying this, because I've been afraid like to say anything. And that's a problem too. Like as a parent, that's your child. Why are you afraid to go and protect your child or even confront the school and ask questions? Like that's what we're supposed to do.
Exactly. We can't have Dr. Seuss in libraries, Mo. Dr. Seuss can't be in a library because of his quote unquote racist undertones of not having black characters in a book.
Yeah.
But this book can exist in a library that children have access to, and don't you dare question it as a parent. Do you know how many parents attacked me and told me that I was a bigot, that I should never procreate, that my children were going to turn out gay? Simply, and this is really what I asked. I said nothing outside of, why is this book accessible to children at Kadena Elementary? Where is the bigotry in that question?
Right. Just a question. Just a question.
Where's the bigotry? I got attacked. I'm still getting attacked. Right now, as we speak, my phone dings all day, every day, with a bunch of people doing nothing but coming at me for being involved in my child's education and putting up a boundary to say, you're crossing a boundary. You are the school. You need to act as a school. You don't teach my kids morals and acceptance and tolerance irrespective to what I teach at home. That's not how that works. And moms, because we are our children's front line of defense. Dads are at work. They take care of the family. You need to get in these teachers' faces, not physically, but you need to make your presence known so that they know your kid is not the one that they can mess with.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
You know what? They tried to set up some sort of special stipulation for me. Well, we can make sure that Jade's not checking out these books. Why wasn't that implemented to begin with? If you
especially
know
when you talked to them already. You talked to them already about this
2 years ago.
And what they tell you when you said we had a conversation, you assured me.
We don't teach that here. That's not something that we teach here. These kids are here for education. And this is the same lady that I talked to Friday, who told me, she said it in the most cold, callous way. Well, things change. It's what she said verbatim. Things change.
Sure do.
You don't even give us a fair shot of making an informed decision on whether I want to keep my kid in this school setting or I want them out. None of the parents even had a clue that these books are in the freaking school. So I'm excited for Monday because I'm going to be a pain in their ass. I'm taking every book one by one that I find to the principal, and I'm opening it up to every single uncomfortable page. And I'm going to ask her, why are Christians not included in this inclusive message? Why can my Bible not exist in this library for fear of being offensive to you? Why can my children not mention Jesus on Christmas?
Right.
Why can they not wear a shirt that says Christ on it, or a shirt that says Make America Think Again, or a freaking flag? Why can't my kids do that? Why are you excluding them?
Yep. I agree. I agree with all of it. I think, when you said, when she said, I assure you, we have a Christian section or we have Christian books. I made a little comment in your post. I was like, that gives her till Monday to come up with a Christian section, right? Which I'm sure she's probably going to instruct her librarian to gather all the all the books that, I guess reference Christianity. Because in my mind, the only Christian book that you need to show me in your library that's going to shut me up is that you have the Bible.
That's it.
If you have the Bible, because you can show me tons of books where Christianity is mentioned. That doesn't make it Christian literature by any means. So yeah, I think these people are in for a rude awakening.
I'm taking this on Monday. Can we put this in your library? I want my kids to have access to this. Is my Bible. I don't mind lending it to my children while they're in school. Can we have this book here? Because if we can't, then everything in here needs to be freaking challenged, because you're not being inclusive of everyone.
Yep.
She's never heard anybody make that argument. That lady was shitting her pants. Like,
my son he's graduated now, but he didn't even go to a Christian school. And the Bible was one of their books for their junior year. It was part of the curriculum. So, and now one parent complained about it, and they have Muslim children there because they also talk about other religions too, because it's about educating about everybody's religion. It's not just about pushing any type of religion. It's just, this is what the country was founded on, right? But then, of course, when they were talking about other things in history, they had to refer to other religions and educate on that. And they talked about Greek mythology and all this other stuff. You know, but yeah, if they can't put the Bible, then it's as simple as this. Then don't put any other what you deem as propaganda in your library. Period.
Don't do it.
Right. Right.
Unless you're being inclusive with all of us.
I know there was some questions. How old is your daughter? And is this the first instance of this that you've seen in her curriculum?
My daughter's in 3rd grade. So she's between 7 and 8. This is the first instance of this I've seen in her curriculum. Now, the book, yes, the book is somehow tied to the curriculum. They know that because of the message of inclusion. This has never happened before. She's never checked out a book which had this in it. And I'm one of those, I'm sorry, but I'm a very invasive mom. You don't have any privacy. Give me the book. I'm reading it. If I don't like what's in this book, you're going to go turn it back in. It is what it is. I'm very much on top of that with them, but this was so subtle, you guys. This was so subtle. She was on my bed reading a book to me, and something just didn't sit well with me because she hadn't quite turned the page to be like, "Mommy, look at the pictures." I said, "Let me see that book," and boom, right there. I even asked her why. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. I asked her why are you guys attempting to sexualize children? What does sexuality have to do with anything? Well, it's just for representation. So they need to represent their sexuality and what they do in their bedroom. Like, why do kids need to be worried about who they're attracted to?
Negative. See, this is my thing though, Soonie, is again, I think you give a lot of parents too much credit because most parents are not having their kids. I can guarantee you. And I'm not talking about everybody in this chat or anything like that. I would venture to say the majority of parents don't know what books their kids are reading, don't know what their kids are doing on the internet, even at her very same age, and aren't reviewing stuff, right? Or aren't going to go to the school and do what you did. Most parents aren't going to do that. Now, we have been seeing what's been happening in Temecula County of parents, pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's grown, right? Because I think more parents have realized like, whoa, this is how far they're taking this, because I don't think they thought about it. Right? Like, I think most parents would look at the book that you showed, just see the version, the wording, and be like, oh, okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that. But you zoomed in on the symbols on the shirt, right? That big rainbow flag, which to kids, and your daughter even said, it's just a rainbow, right? Rainbows to kids are fun and don't have any ties to sexuality, but we know what they're doing with that rainbow.
Exactly. And they know what they're doing with it.
They know what they're doing.
I'm going to ask her this on Monday, because I'm sending my children to school during Pride Month in a Bryson Gray shirt that says "Pride, not promise." I am. And there will be a Bible verse on their shirt. I want to know why my child doesn't have the right to freely express her beliefs when these kids get to exist in this school every day as themselves, allegedly.
Right.
I'm challenging this school all this year. I'm not taking my kids out because to me, that's quitting. They're not in a position where teachers are teaching them anything. And if that is the case, then I'm there for that. But I'm not going to tuck my tail between my legs and say, oh, my kids are coming out. No, because overwhelmingly, we've had a great experience with this school. The teachers are great teachers. I've had nothing but positive experiences with them. And I'm not going to make an indictment on the entire school due to what the Pentagon has sent down. I'm going to challenge people in that school, and I'm going to make believers stop looking so dang on weak. We're weak, bro. You should be fighting every day. To me, I think it's a futile mission. Unless the books are pornographic in nature, fine, challenge those, get them out. But you should be asking them why they are not including you. That is the most important question of it all. Why are you not including me? So I'll keep you guys updated on everything I'm doing, but I'm ordering those shirts tonight so that they can have them for the following year in June when Pride Month comes, because they're going to express how they feel too.
Yeah. And parents, gone are the days that we go to back to school night and you look at all the little cute little pictures on the wall and, you know, just mosey on in and make your appearance at the school. I think y'all need to take a visit to the library. Right? Take a visit to the library, start going through the aisles, ask the straight up question. Do you guys have books here that are specifically talking about sexuality, transgenderism, all this other stuff, and start asking those questions? Listen, when you're going to a public school, public schools get funding. They get funding based on how compliant they are. Okay. So that includes curriculum, that includes books, that includes policies, all this other stuff. Okay. So understand that and don't automatically assume that because your teacher is at this school that they stand for this stuff, right? To me, it's kind of like when people say, oh, everybody in the FBI is corrupt. And, you know, if they should stand up, like these people that are going and arresting these J6ers, like they're all evil, right? We have to understand not everybody can just up and quit their job. Not everybody has that luxury. So some of these, these teachers are in the same position as some of these parents, right? They're scared to speak up. They don't want to lose their job. And they're probably hoping, Jesus, I hope these parents make a stink about this. I hate that I have to do this. I hate that we have to have this club at school. So it's going to take all of us to speak up. And even if your kid is not in school, if you live in a city where you can go to a school board meeting because you pay taxes to that school, just by being a mere resident of the city, you have every right to go to school board meetings and speak up as well. You don't have to have a child in school to go to a school board meeting.
Yeah. It's true.
So, yeah.
Pronoun. So the pronoun homework, I don't think people paid attention. I was trolling. I had seen pronouns come home because my son was happy that he got a 100 on his worksheet. And I had just read pronouns and I was like, I'm gonna have to go to this school and cut the whole fuck up. I'm about to go have to cut up. That's really what I thought. And then I saw they, them, and they had 2 children and then 3 children. And I said, look, they're actually teaching what these things mean. If you are a they or them, you are outwardly saying that you have multiple personalities because it's talking about one or more people in a setting. So I was really happy to see that they put they and them in the correct form, but I did it to to throw people off because a lot of people were like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this in your son's school. And I said, like, there's no way you missed the photo where it's 2 children and then 2 children and then 3 more.
Right.
It just was telling them what they and them actually means. I was happy to see it.
Yeah. Let me just address some of these comments here. So Vanessa said inclusivity to whom exactly? Obviously, inclusivity doesn't include Christians.
Right.
Judy said, way to go, Mama Bear. Whatever happened to Shel Silverstein children's books? I think those were like the Berenstain Bears. Was that Shel Silverstein?
Yeah. And the they're the books with the gold trim on the end.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have all those books in my house, y'all. I have those books.
Best books.
Magic Treehouse is a good series.
Just for yes. Yes, it is.
And it's a history series that my son is he's reading. He's reading World War II now. I can't remember the name of it, but there's some really good series out there that your kids can read that you don't have to be worried about what the fuck they might come across. I can give some recommendations if people need them.
Yeah. Mad Cow Mark says, I would like to know what percentage of children adopted by celebrities become trans compared to straight people adopting children. I don't know what the percentage is, but like I know Megan Fox, Charlize Theron, both of them have children. I think Megan Fox gave birth to her children, but Charlize Theron adopted her children from Africa, and she has a little boy that wears dresses that she parades around town. I think she has 2 children, or maybe all 3 of her children. Megan Fox has been very outright about the fact that she lets her children be whoever they want to be. These kids are all under the age of 6 or 7.
They don't understand.
So, yeah. You know, I had made a post a long time ago about Angelina Jolie being a really good example of how it should be handled, right? Her daughter, Shiloh, that she has, she's one of the twins that she had with Brad Pitt. Shiloh went through a phase of looking like a boy. She got her hair short. She was dressing like a boy. And Angelina Jolie didn't change her gender, didn't push her to be a certain type of way. She just allowed her to dress however, right? She wasn't inappropriately dressing like a boy. Like she was just kind of more tomboyish, I guess you would say. Now Shiloh is this beautiful young woman. And that's, I think, how it's supposed to happen, because I think a lot of kids go through stages where they're either very like athletic and
yes,
you know, like they go through like a boyish type stage, or you have boys who maybe are a little bit more expressive in their dressing. It might be considered what we would deem as gay, right? But if you just leave it alone and don't talk about it, they might actually grow out of it, which is usually what happens.
Yeah.
So that's a good question.
I mean, look, I didn't grow out of it. I mean, I'm not as bad as I used to be. I would literally walk around in a hoodie and basketball shorts and put my hair up in a ponytail because that was just how comfortable I was. And I did play basketball. I played sports.
Yeah.
I still don't enjoy putting on dresses. It's just not me. Like, that's just not me. I'll put on a nice little pantsuit, not even a suit, but like a nice blazer and some pants. Sometimes I might even wear a pencil skirt, but all this other stuff, I'm just not into it. And I couldn't imagine how life would be for me growing up, having all these things thrown at me. But if you're this way, then you're definitely gay. If you're this way, then you're definitely non-binary.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think being feminine just is your outer shell. Like, I don't
either. It's crazy,
you know what I
you
mean?
say that.
Like, I'm a super girly girl, right? Like right now, I look like a girly girl, right? But when I had my hair short, people immediately assumed I was a lesbian just because I had short hair. And I was like, but I'm not. Like, what? Just because I cut my hair short? It's so funny. Like, I don't know. People do weird shit. Like, thank God I like have a mind of my own and I'm not some like 10-year-old kid. Cause can you imagine? I'd be like, well, maybe I am a lesbian. Maybe the reason I cut my hair short is because I really want to be a boy. Like, that's what we're doing to kids.
It's funny that you say that, Judy, because that's what people used to call me that in my neighborhood. They'd be like, hey, loving basketball, because I would always be dribbling that ball to the court and then back home.
Yeah. Yep.
Did we play Judy's song?
No,
we didn't. Did we? Judy, we had to get that story out of the way.
Go ahead.
Big Judy, big booty Judy. What? Big Judy, big booty Judy. Big booty, big Judy, big booty Judy. Stop. I want to see you move it. Yeah. Big booty Judy. Big booty Judy. Big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy. Big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy. Big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy.
Yo, she said.
That's your favorite part.
What is that?
Oh man. Okay, so speaking along this lines, okay, if you guys have not heard, California became the first US state to recognize a transgendered history month. And remember, we told you guys that whatever California does,
so
other states will follow. Okay, so now we have Black History Month, we have Transgendered History Month, we have Gay Pride Month. So now the gays have now separated. They've now separated the gays from the transgender. Now we have to deal with 2 LGBTQ-ish months. Okay. So this happened Wednesday. The California Assembly passed a resolution to recognize August as Transgendered History Month, making the Golden State the first in the nation to take this progressive plunge. And they said, I believe that as Californians, our strongest defense against the anti-trans agenda is just to tell the truth. Let's tell the truth about transgendered people, and let's lift up the history of the transgendered Californians who left their mark on our great state. What the hell did transgender do for the great state of California? Last I checked, the state of California was in ruins. And that was by Assembly member Matt Haney, San Francisco Democrat. No surprise there. So yeah, who knows what they're going to do? Okay. Who knows what they're going to do? You see what they do for Gay Pride Month. Imagine what Transgendered History Month is going to look like. Prepare yourselves.
Why don't we have a Christian month?
Right?
Why?
Judy made a good point. What history? Yeah.
I want to know too. I didn't learn about this stuff in school.
Are you serious? Because last I heard, Black history and trans history are one and the same.
I'm not. No, it
according. That's what they try to tell people.
That's what one of these parents out here said. They said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're Black. You should know what this oppression feels like. And I was like, this is a small island. I just want y'all to know that this is a very small island, and I hope I run into a bumpy, not a bumpy. I hope I run into a few of y'all. I do, because I'm gonna sit there with the biggest smile on my face. The biggest smile on my face. We do is Christmas. That is not. Listen,
not.
Christ was not born on Christmas. Okay.
No.
Stop the cap.
That's actually
maybe I should put this on a shirt and just walk around with it. I don't know. See how many people I can offend.
Oh man,
we have a week. It's called Easter.
No,
bro. This makes me sad. This makes me sad.
Yeah.
Jesus was definitely born in the fall. I won't localize it to September.
They don't. They really don't know. Yeah, they really don't know exactly when it was, right?
No. Shout out to Julius. While we're on the topic of ratchetness and righteousness, crazy because I just opened up to Ephesians 5. You guys should go read that. Go read that chapter. Do you know who Lecrae is?
Yeah.
Lecrae came out with a clothing brand that is called Righteous and Ratchet. You can quote Cardi B and quote scripture at the same time. And Lord. He is getting so much pushback for mixing the world and trying to mix believers within this world. Pretty much trying to make lukewarm Christians feel comfortable being very on the fence with their faith. A lot of people don't want to give up music. Just like Bryson told you, I'm going to tell you the same thing. Music is probably one of the hardest things to get over when you're a fan of music and a product of music. But this music is horrible. Cardi B doesn't talk about anything worth substance. As far as I'm concerned, Lecrae has a very political message that is left-leaning, and it teaches complacency across the board. This just is what it is. But here's a few of his. I can't even see the merch. Here's a few of his pieces. It says, "Pray with me, don't play with me." Like,
come on.
What are you talking about? I need to hold on. Let me see if I can find his.
What happened? How come it's blank?
Is it blank? Yours does that sometimes too. I think it's just.
Oh, does it?
StreamYard, yeah. Do you think you can be righteous and ratchet? People, you guys know, people in the comment section, you don't think you can be righteous and ratchet? No. Do you think there's a difference between ghetto and ratchet?
I think there is. I just don't know how to put it into words.
You don't know how to put it into words?
I think there is, though.
You think so?
Well, because I feel like in my mind, you're from the ghetto, you act ratchet. I don't know what acting ghetto is, right? Like when people say, "Oh, you're acting ghetto," like I don't know what that is because I feel like you could be from a ghetto. Like I've been in ghettos, like I know what the ghetto is. But not everybody in a ghetto acts like people think they do. You know, there's people in ghettos because of bad circumstances, but they're not bad people. You know, they go to church. But I feel like ratchet is like a behavior. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I never thought of it that way. Let me see. What does it say? Holy with the hint of good, pray with me, don't play with me. I had that shirt 6 years ago. He's whack. Instagram is ratchet. Discord is ghetto. Absolutely not. Instagram is ghetto. Discord is ratchet.
Yeah, Discord.
Get that right. Flip that around.
Yeah.
Lecrae had, he said, I just made that up. Lecrae had the Chick-fil-A CEO shine his shoes to defeat racism. There you go. This is what I mean. Like he definitely teeters the fence with a lot of these things. But I want you guys to hear his response to the criticism that he faced for even putting this shirt out. Like as a believer, we're supposed to be separate. And I know I say this a lot, but I don't think people truly understand what I mean by that. We're supposed to be set apart. People should know that you are a Christian believer, whatever you want to call yourself, from just simply being in your presence. You can tell, unless you lack discernment. You come to my house, you're going to know, okay, these people pray. These people have structure. These people have rules. They don't allow their children to do this. I don't have to say too much because you're going to see it in my actions. This guy got on and did what Jade's principal did and fumbled and stumbled all over his words. Check this out. Come on, man.
What you wanted today was another talking head video from me. I know that's what you prayed for. No, but I wanted to, one, address a couple things. Well, first of all, we are having a sale on the site, Labor Day sale, 20% off. But I think that's tone deaf in light of the controversy around the merchandise that's already been taking place. So I said, let me just address it. I was in a mall the other day and a young lady walked up to me and she said how much she appreciated my music. And she said, man, I just want to be obedient to the Holy Spirit and say, man, I want you to talk to D1, man. I've confirmed to her, man, that's my brother. I love him. We've talked. So it ain't no beef. That's stupid. Maybe not a lot, but enough people have, been frustrated or upset behind that Cardi shirt. And I want y'all to understand my intentions in my heart. First of all, it will be discontinued, just so you know that. But the shirt was not about promoting debauchery or worldliness. That wasn't the intention. Now, I can own the fact that I should have put more thought into that before we dropped it. I didn't even consider some of these realities. Context is king, and Christianity in major cities and places that I dwell is a hotbed for racism, political ideology, homophobia, anti-intellectualism. And I always want to push back on people when they think that, because we're not. That's not what Christianity is, but a lot of people think that's what it is. So I'm always trying to help them understand, no, we are where you are. You are welcome to come talk to Jesus, whatever space and place in life is. When Jesus was at Caesarea Philippi and he said, upon this rock, I'll build my church. Many scholars have come to understand he's not talking about Peter. He's talking about Caesarea Philippi itself, which was a very worldly, pagan, ritual-esque place. Lots of orgies happening there. And Jesus is saying, no, upon this rock, this is where my church is going to be established. Like where y'all think is dark is where I'm going to be. And contextually, he says, and the gates of hell will not be able to withstand. Like gates keep people out. He's saying the gates can't keep us out of doing the work of my Father. And that's kind of the perspective that I have, is that, man, Christianity's not dead. We're still here. We're alive. We're thriving. The Sub-Sahara, China, like growing every day. Communities of color in America growing every day. So I'm always wanting people to know where you are. In my attempts to do that, I can come off seeker sensitive, and I can admit that. But that my intention is always to reach, man. No pun intended. I'll also say this. I'm not getting no money from these shirts. But the money from the merchandise sincerely goes to pay other people's salaries, keep people employed, and to a lot of the organizations that I support. I use it as a tool to help people learn how to do business. I got interns who are just trying to figure stuff out and letting them have some creative liberties and freedoms as well. Anyway, that's besides the point. Point is, I can own that. That shirt was thoughtless. Should have put more thought into it. Didn't mean no harm. Me and D1 are good. Labor Day sale is going on if you want to support that. 20%.
Grifter.
He's such a fake. He is such a fake, man.
So the shirt said, I can quote Cardi B and Corinthians. Now he's saying when he talked about the church being placed there, he's also being deceptive. The church was placed there to be a beacon, clearly, to draw people in. But at what point did Christ say, I can go get ratchet and then quote the scripture next day? When did Jesus say that?
Jesus said, "I'm gonna put this church in the dark spot, and I'm gonna be up there in the dark spot, like, hey."
Jesus didn't say he was ratchet on Saturday and righteous on Sunday. That ain't what he said.
Oh my gosh, man. It's comedy.
Look, honestly, this is why so many people do not take our faith serious, because you have big names like this dude who is, we need to meet people where they are. Meeting people where they are does not mean coming down to their level and participating in the things that they participate in. That is not what that is.
But that's ministry.
Look, we met Bella where she was. Did we go get on the internet and say, ooh, let me send risque pictures and then get back righteous on the next day?
So I can know how she feels. I got to go send a titty pic to somebody.
What are you talking about? That's what this fool was stumbling from, double speaking. You brought up a whole story that has no reference to your shirt, and then you gonna bring Jesus into it. Y'all better stop bringing Jesus into these arguments, because Jesus was not ratchet on a Saturday and holy on a Sunday. He was holy all the time.
Hey, that's a shirt. Jesus wasn't ratchet on a what was it? Saturday and holy on a Sunday. That's a shirt.
I'm gonna write it down.
Right.
That story, I seen Bryson and Tyson posted, but I ignored it. I really did. So I'm like, there's too many people talking about this. But it wasn't until I saw his response that I was like, oh yeah, I'm talking about you. Because you just got up there and said a whole bunch of nothing.
The guy like the article that you put up, there's like a third picture of a guy. He made a video, and when I was driving back from Colorado, I couldn't hear the whole thing. But did he go in on Lecrae?
Yeah, he pretty much called him a grifter and said, no, this is not cool. You're promoting a message that does not align with what you say you stand for. Lecrae, if you want to be a worldly secular artist, please, by all means, go do that. But don't take the rest of the body to hell with you. And don't feed them BS. Like, this guy can't stand Bryson, but is the most flip-floppy person I've ever met. His arguments make no sense. No twerking in the church. Maybe I need to come up with a whole ratchet line. No ratchet zone. I don't know what we need to come up with, but dang. I want him to go be a secular artist. You seem way more happy doing that.
Yeah. I wish I could find that video. I think it was Lecrae that it was like Bryson. It was many years ago, Bryson. And it was like the time that Brandon got so mad in a live with people that he said the N-word. I'd never heard Brandon say the N-word. And because like they were attacking him and Bryson. I don't remember what it was about, but it was one of the first videos I ever
saw.
Hotep. But wasn't Lecrae in that one too? Or was it just Hotep? Okay. Yeah. That was a good one.
He's an interesting character too, but we ain't gonna go into that. That crowd is sensitive. You bring them up, they don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah.
See, Lewis, you understand. Go be a secular artist. Nobody will hold it against you. You're already secular.
Yes. Like Loza. Loza needs to do that. Seriously.
Yo, I was just listening. This is crazy. My son's favorite song is what is that song? But him and oh my god, the song is fleeting me right now. I don't do the most, but I do it a lot.
Drake?
You know that song?
Yeah,
Coming
Drake.
in hot.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I know I ratchet, but I'm really saved. I forgot he said that in a song.
Oh, I'm surprised Lecrae hasn't made a shirt.
How you ratchet but really saved?
There's
See, you can't serve two masters.
There's your shirt idea, Soonie, for your
ratchet
line.
Is not
Ratchet's
in
not in the Bible.
Ratchet is not in the Bible.
You know what? I think ghetto is in the Bible, not in the way that we use it, but I think he referred like the ghettos of whatever, like
yeah,
ghetto is.
What's your thoughts on those new songs with AI, Drake, and 21 Savage? I have not heard the song. I did set a notification. Should we do a live reaction, or will creative?
We'll get flagged because his greedy ass record label. Actually, we can do a live reaction, and then it'll just do shared revenue, and I'll just silence it. Okay. That's fine. Let's do it.
Let's pull it up.
First of all, can I just say I don't like these little AI collabs. Like, stop faking it.
Boomer moment. Here we go.
Like, no, because here's my thing, and I hate to compare Loza to Bryson, but to me it's gimmicky, right? Like when you're rapping about stuff and it's like, or whatever, you're singing, you're rapping, right? And it's really coming from the heart. It's something that you're creating yourself. You don't need to be gimmicky and put people that are not in the song. I feel like Loza's getting a little gimmicky, but hey, this song might be fire. I don't know, but
we'll see.
I'm just
all right, guys. This is Loza Alexander. It's called Strong Delusion. Loza, I can't hold him to the same standard that I would Lecrae because he's fresh in his walk, and I'm gonna let him get there however he gets there. I haven't heard this song, so we're all listening to it for the first time together.
What is a woman? It's your mama. You that confused? Let me come and watch it. I tell you, it's your mama.
He does not have, bruh. Has Bryson heard this song? I'm sorry to stop this.
What is that?
Has Bryson heard this song? I'll talk to you off camera.
Okay.
Bro.
It sure ain't your daddy.
That's right. Go ahead.
President Biden joining in on the conversation. We didn't know what a woman is. A woman is your mama.
That's right. Tell him about Pastor.
That man is past 80, isn't he? He's past 80, right?
I believe so.
You mean to tell me you past 80 and you don't know your mama and your wife?
That's right.
Is a woman.
Strong delusion. Body got these people looking stupid, dog. Strong delusion. People think they cats and dogs clueless. Strong delusion. Grandpa Joe sleeping, popping rupees. Strong delusion. They can't see that Trump is winning, still be winning.
Yeah, Loza got me seeing red, about to put these Tommies to bed. Yeah, tea time for the team slime, got Trump on their head. Yeah, players, they don't want smoke with me. I'm too lit like the old Kobe. I'm too sick like the new Kobe. Not boosted, I'm on a new level. Call me Ruth Chris, cause I want beef, but a move, bitch. I'ma sue the schools, cause they ruthless. Trying to teach the kids to be stupid. Like, what is a woman? What do you think? Y'all need to put down the drink. Liberal soft, they look like a mink. Y'all need to word out the kinks. Biden don't even know what a woman is. Even though he got a mama and some kids. I'm confused, I don't understand this. Deep state really trying to plan this. Popping in and out like an ad-lib. They be cloning people, ain't no capping. Plan B's, they gon' make it happen. Killing off black babies, goddamn. Yeah, life is crazy. MAGA wave getting icy, baby. Yeah, price of taking, that's why I'm going twice as crazy. Yeah, white Mercedes, Trump flag on the license, baby. Yeah, life sedated, body sleeping up in Maui, maybe. Yeah, everybody so confused in it, watching CNN and they cool with it. Like BLM, they finna move with it. They don't even know they gon' lose in it. I identify as a patriot and I don't care about you little coon niggas. Y'all really believe y'all cats and dogs should identify as a
strong delusion. Biden got these people looking stupid, dumb. Strong delusion. People think they cats and dogs clueless. Strong delusion. Grandpa Joe sleeping, popping rupees. Strong delusion. They can't see that Trump is winning, still be winning. Strong delusion, they the type to get boosted. Strong delusion, more stupid than stupid. Strong delusion, they be teaching the schools to follow suit. Teaching Beatles are cool. Strong delusion, making demonic moves. Nobody see it right in front of them too. Strong delusion, I don't honor fools. Please identify as a dolphin too, where you can drown yourself bottom of the pool. Y'all don't want the help, stay special ed. Being stupid's Trini, get a brain instead. Man, it's common sense, I don't understand. Like, what is a woman? What do you think? Too many martini drinks, just open your eyes and don't even blink. Apparently y'all need to think. Just look at the Bible and read what it says. You people are sleeping, these people are fed. The government numbing these people, they dead. Apocalypse dropping their bodies in graves. These people will do anything to get paid. American circus, they trapped in a cage. And Biden's a criminal, he full of rage. And killing the people and making them egg. I can't even say it cause I might get banned. No freedom of speech is hitting the fan. I censor my music cause they not a fan of the truth and they evil. They making a plan to get rid of us, but we will not stand for communism cause we taking a stand. Some heart to spoil
like I live in a can. I'm way too humble, even though I'm the man.
Strong delusion. Fighting got these people looking stupid dumb. Strong delusion. People think they cats and dogs clueless.
All right, come on, 21. Let's hear 21. The production is fire.
They can't see that Trump is winning, still be winning.
Y'all don't like us, come and do something. Strong delusion, y'all losing something. Common sense, y'all the opposite. Y'all real stupid, our goons coming. Sweeping y'all like I'm brooming something. We don't need the legs, put the shooters on them. Trump 24, we finna move something. Commies ain't finna do nothing. How can y'all tell y'all kids to sit in a litter box? How can y'all tell y'all daughters that the men are us? Biden the type of guy to make your money stop. Somebody get him fired for that Ruger pop. Trump is on our side, the rest of y'all are us. Don't trust that Indian guy just cause he talk the talk. Trump a gangster, called a Rico before I did. Follow the street code, he won't rat, that's all I'm saying. Big 4L finna vote red, hope the left side get a toe tag. No remorse for their whole ass, but I'm making moves, make them more mad. Strong illusion, y'all super lost, getting hot in here, they wanna cool us off. Red wave like the Kool-Aid boss, bust through the wall like a Randy Moss. Randy Moss. Randy Moss.
Hey, AI Drake was fire. But you can be biased all you want. AI Drake was fire. The bars in the song was fire. The production is fire. That's just what it is.
So I was going to say Drake 21, the production, I agree. Amazing. This is a Loza song, right? Loza is an amazing producer. You and I have said that to him multiple times. He's great at mixing. He's got a lot of good skills. I don't know, man, if Loza's talent is to be front and center on it, or if his talent is to like produce and write, because I don't know. Like, I think that that's where he really shines.
I mean,
sometimes he comes out with fire. I mean, I love the song. I love the beat, but I wouldn't hear that and be like, oh yeah, Loza Alexander. I'd be like, oh yeah, Drake and 21 Savage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was their song, not his song.
That's the point.
Okay. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. I don't know if Loza alone.
Loza alone is more than capable. Loza is distracted.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Loza's a fire rapper. The stuff he was coming out with before he went MAGA, his music was dope. His music is still dope. He's just, I get it. He's going through whatever he's going through. I pray for the guy every day. I reach out to him and offer words of encouragement, but he's got to get there how he gets there.
He don't listen. Listen, y'all, Loza will wear you out. Okay. Loza will wear you out because he does not want to listen. He wants to talk all the time about, oh, this, that, the other, but he doesn't want to listen. So he wears me out. Soonie told me, I told you.
Look, Loza can't beef because he stole Tony Evans. Tony Evans was the guy in the beginning of that introduction. If you listen to any of Bryson's music, these last 3 albums has Tony Evans in the beginning on the intro. So even if he wanted to try it, I would be the first one to come and say, sit your ass down, unless you want to go ahead and give Bryson props on that Tony Evans intro, because ain't nobody else doing it.
He's going to say, but Soonie, I didn't know.
Please.
Nobody told me. You know, that's what he's going to say.
Please. I like the song. I thought it was a dope song. I like Drake's bars on it. I'm going to be honest. I would only listen to it just to hear Drake talk like that. That's it.
Yeah. I like 21's part too.
I don't like him as a rapper. He just gets on my nerves. 21.
Him and the baby. Love it.
Oh God. Now you're ratchet. You see? Where's the oil? I ain't got no oil. But if I
the whole oil?
You're
You do like one of those little things. Ching, ching, ching. Ah, hell.
Did you know that Nancy Pelosi was going for re-election? Did you know that?
Y'all, like we need any more geriatric patients.
Listen, Mitch
Hey,
McConnell got to go. You freezing on the stage, old buddy. You got to go. Nancy, you are mean and surly, and you're a woman. And I know your hormones are really hitting the fucking fan the older you get. You need to sit your old decrepit ass down. 83? You are old as bro. You're older than dirt that I've touched. I've only been alive 32 years. You old as fuck. Go away. Why won't she go away?
Why would you just not want to just enjoy retirement? I don't understand. Like, what? Why do you want to be in this position so bad? Like, go enjoy retirement with what's her husband's name? The one that got hit with the hammer?
Paul.
Why don't you and Paul go somewhere like on vacation and just stay there? Paul's tired. He's injured still.
Paul be sniffing booty holes. He ain't want nothing to do with Nancy.
True. That's true. She probably ain't got nothing else to do, so she's got to be fucking us up over here.
You know what I think it is? I'm gonna go down a Mo conspiracy theory.
Oh, yay.
You ready? All this is happening because Trump's gonna win in 2024.
Absolutely. That's not even a conspiracy. That's a fact.
I connected no dots and she said facts.
That's a fact.
Facts. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you think of Nancy running for re-election? I mean, we already gave our expertise on it. I think old people just need to go away. Like, go bye-bye. Leave us alone. Go bye-bye. Shout out to Dawn. His album debuted at number 8 on the Christian iTunes charts. It peaked at 6. So shout out to him. If you guys want to go stream that album, go look up
my boy Don
Trochez on, I think, every streaming platform, and go make sure you stream Return. Okay, if you don't listen to any other song, just go listen to the song I'm on, and you can be done with it.
And Don, if you need me, like a couple of verses, you know where to find me.
You don't need her.
You know where to find me. You know where to find me. Okay.
Shh, listen, don't tell
nobody.
Her. Shh, listen, don't tell nobody.
What?
Mo can't sing.
Mo can sing. I just haven't been appropriately produced. You know what I mean? Like, Like, I just need a little. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, the problem is that you don't want to harmonize with me.
What had happened was.
The problem is I try to be harmonizing all the time with you and you don't want to do it. And so that kind of messes up. He says, I've never heard you rap. That's because I don't rap. I'm a singer.
Go ahead, sing.
Okay?
Sing right now.
No, I can't. I can't be. I listen. I'm getting over a cold. I have allergies right now. You know how it is for singers. Like if we don't have,
you hear my nose.
I need a little honey. You know what I mean? And then I can get into my Mariah Carey. I can get into the Mariah Carey with this little hand action.
What is?
He said, "Sing right now." You see how it is with these people in the industry
right now.
No,
sing the Black National
Soonie,
Anthem.
I don't. What is it? Every man. What is the song? How does it go? Put the every man. I'm hot.
Sing it.
Listen, Don, the people in these comments, they've heard me sing. They can tell you. Chime in on the comments if you heard me.
Lift every voice and
lift every voice.
I don't know the rest of the look. That ain't my Negro spiritual, so I don't even know the song.
I don't know the words.
Know it. Ain't no way. Tell her.
It doesn't matter. Don, are you gonna be at Bryson's wedding? Because if you are, I'll see you there. And you'll probably they'll probably want me to get up on stage and do a little something. You know what I mean?
Go stream return. Okay. And I don't want to be on any track Mo's on.
He said, ain't no one saying anything.
Nobody asked for the comment section. They left you hanging. They said, nope. Wait.
Oh,
nope.
damn.
That's what they said.
Damn.
They said, sing already.
Mo the subject changer.
She's,
I can't, y'all. I'm nervous. Soonie, you've heard me sing.
No.
You heard me sing. Come on. Dude, if J-Lo can make it, I can make it. That bitch can't sing.
J-Lo can't sing.
Exactly.
So then why did you use her as an example?
Because duh, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm kind of cute. You know what I mean? Like, I can do it too.
You just said you could. How you gonna use the lady that can't sing as you're like, J-Lo did it? So you saying you can't sing, but you can make it because J-Lo made it. Hey, she said that. She said the quiet part out loud.
Yes.
We can move on.
You know, they just put a little autotune on it and it's all good.
Can't believe you.
I'm just saying.
Can you put her on the track? I want to hear it.
I think you need to give me something. Like, you know, you give it to me like you give it to me like you gave it to Soonie. And you're like, hey, record this and then send it back to me. Like, give me
You didn't
that
tell me what to record. I did all that myself.
Jennifer Lopez is Puerto Rican. Yeah, she's Puerto Rican. No, he didn't. He didn't tell you what to sing, but I'm saying he let you have it, like, to do your own thing. You know what I mean? So I could do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Help the Lord.
Mo Pain instead of T-Pain. Yeah.
Wait, Julius. Ooh, everybody going in on you now. Mo's the type
to
like, I saw that movie, and then you ask her about it, and she's like, I can't remember, but I saw it though.
Why you act like you know me though? I kind of am like that too. I am like that. No, but you know what it is that, okay, here's the thing, Don. I'm an actress. Okay. So if you don't give me like songs to sing, I for sure can act in a video. So you know what I mean?
Kick, bro.
We're all in the same business at the end of the day. My own daughter. If J-Lo, Gabby, why?
She yelling across the house.
Gabby, get off this damn YouTube.
She's
probably in there laughing.
Gabby, don't you be on here telling these people what I be doing?
He said she explained too much. This is how you know she can.
If I ever hear you on the song, bro, I'm stopping traffic and I'm laying down in the middle of it.
How do you know you? Wait, I gotta tell you a funny story. So in high school, because like I went to high school like when Boys to Men was really big, right? It was like my junior year, and yes, and so there were guys that were, you know, like guys all wanted to form these like 4-guy groups, right? And wanted to be singers. So I was in the band because I am a musician, Don. Okay. I may not necessarily be a singer, but I am a musician. And I play a lot of instruments, and I was in the band. We were traveling for shows or whatever. And in the hotel, the guys were like, oh yeah, we want to put together this group, like kind of Boys to Men, and we need a girl. And they asked me to be in the group. I kid you not. We were like in the hallways of the hotel singing. Okay. I wish I had this recorded because it was hilarious. I can't sing in the shower, dude. I'm bomb. Dude, I'm gonna do like Soonie does and be like, oh, I accidentally hit record on my phone and like record.
No, if I put a song on the video, it's because I did it. What do you play?
So my very first instrument was violin. I played in the San Diego Symphony Orchestra. I play the sousaphone, which is the It's a tuba, basically. It's a marching tuba, but I also can play the concert tuba. I play the clarinet and I play the saxophone. And I also play the bass clarinet, but not very good.
Now, Gabby,
you can sing. See?
Why are you? I've heard your mother sing. Why are you lying to her?
Because when I sing with you, it's like funny singing. But Gabby knows I can sing.
Bruh.
Gabby knows, dude. She knows.
You compared yourself to J-Lo. You already told on yourself.
No, dude, I'm that chick that like you go to like a karaoke bar with me and then I get on the mic and you're like, damn.
Sure.
For real. Why are you laughing?
Because you know you lying. Gabby, you better put a T on the end of that N.
Gabby, come over here real quick. Come in the studio.
Somebody come look at this.
Oh, she's in the bathtub. She's over there in the bathtub.
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Oh, man.
Somebody.
You gotta have that. Why you always lying? no, I'm not lying.
We get a what's the name for that? Copyright for that now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying, guys. I'm not a terrible singer. I'm no Soonie Blanks. Okay, I'm not a terrible singer. If I really wanted to.
Yeah. So let me stop.
What songs do you sing at karaoke? Okay, Soonie's gonna clown me if I can't go out. I'm getting really hot, actually.
No, I love you being in the hot seat because you always put me in it. Let's go. What do you sing in karaoke?
Whitney.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, it's hot in here.
Why you doing auntie like that? She probably rolling in her grave. Why you do her like that? Ain't no way.
For real.
You be like,
Don said no
right?
way.
You be hitting them runs like,
singing no Sweet Caroline.
You be like, shoot, don't you?
Wait, what did she say? Y'all should hear her sing some R. Kelly songs. Oh man. Gabby, tell him right now how I be rapping the Cardi B part on the Ring song with what's her name?
Kaylani.
Kaylani. Tell the people
we don't want you to rap though. We want you to sing.
Tell the people right now how I be rapping.
No, quit trying to move the goalposts.
No, because I got bad skills though. I got bad skills. Like I'm not.
But you said you couldn't rap. You just told Don you couldn't rap. Now you want to go to Cardi B. Why are you not singing Kaylani part? Ring, 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 ring. I know the song. You don't hear my. Come on.
I love that song.
I know more.
Oh. See, I sing it just like that. Gabby, tell me how I sing it.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Watch. I'm gonna put together a reel for you of all my repertoire.
Okay, I'll be waiting for that.
Okay.
Matter of fact, when we're in the car together and you're like into the song, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit mute, and I want to hear what you sound like when the music.
You know what's funny is me and Gabby play that song in the car, or we play that game in the car all the time. Like I'll be like, "Okay, we're gonna pause the song like randomly, and then you have to finish."
You can't plan it. You just got to do it.
Exactly. That's what I said, randomly. So like when it's a song she knows, then I do it. Whatever, y'all hoes.
I'm gonna put on Whitney.
I can't do no runs like that. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
Oh gosh. Guys, we got a few more topics. That was a fun little break. Shout out to Loza. Shout out to Dawn. Thanks for coming in and blessing us with your presence. Number 6 and number 8 on the chart. Her face. Because Mo's always fucking with me, bro. So it's my turn.
Dude, Dawn, you should just be nice to me just because I'm a good sport.
Guys, me waiting for Mo to sing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting too. Maybe she'll bust out in the middle of me talking about Florida and them approving new conservative SAT and ACT testings. when trying to get into colleges. I don't quite understand how this is going to benefit high school students. I don't get it. But it says a classic education model, not to be confused with classics or classical humanity, focuses on return to core values and the centrality of Western tradition. What does that have to do with the SAT or the ACT?
Nothing.
So what, like, now you have to have a certain score to get into Christian colleges. What if that Christian college is going to help change over a non-believer or a heathen, and they like bomb the ACT on this particular alternative test? What happens then? I don't know. I
Can you
don't know.
make it a little bit bigger?
Yeah.
Can you make it a little bit bigger so I can read some of the stuff in there?
Is that big enough?
Yeah. Damn. CLT, Classic Learning Test. Not to be confused with classics or classical humanities, focuses on a return to core values and the centrality of Western tradition. First of all, that's how it should be anyways. We don't need no test to focus on that. They just need to fix the education system in general.
But what do core values have to do with the AC and the SAT test? What does that matter?
There's no connection there whatsoever.
So it says the system is pleased to add the CLT to reach a wider variety of students from different educational backgrounds. Not intimidated by controversy or critics, our focus is on the success of our students in the state of Florida. And the state of Florida, system of Florida. That's weird. They made a statement on Friday, but because we reject the status quo, today's decision means we are better serving students by giving them an opportunity to showcase their academic potential and paving the path to a higher education. I don't understand how creating an alternative test does that. Like, I really don't.
I don't even understand why you would need an alternative test to begin with, because I like I said to you earlier, I think this is just like a virtue signaling, to Christians, and like, oh, look, they're creating a special test that's going to be more geared towards Christian values and whatever the hell. Like, come on, stop it right now. This is stupid.
So over 200 colleges across the U.S. accept the Classic Learning Test, which launched in 2015. According to Florida's university system, it's gained recent momentum in Florida charter schools and private Christian schools, homeschooling families, and co-op groups that have also used the test. Of course, Ron DeSantis signed a bill into law back in May that makes students eligible to earn Bright Future scholarships with CLT scores. To me, this is just a virtue signal.
So is this going to be like the SAT and ACT where like it's like a required test?
I don't know if it's required.
Okay.
That's not clear.
Well, the SAT is required. The ACT is not required, right? Only if you're going into the military or certain types of...
I didn't do any of that. I like opted out of college. I didn't want to go to college. So yeah, I don't even know. Somebody's asking for the super chats. The super chat is posted. Can you post it again so that Birdman can have it?
Let the bidding war begin.
Bidding war and bidding 1, wars. 2, 3.
Who that?
They go to super chats. I don't know. To me, I was just a little thrown off by why there's an alternative test needed. I didn't quite get it. By the way, Nancy said our democracy is at risk and she's going to be the one to save it. That's why she's running for re-election.
No. That's right, Joe. ASVAB is for military. My bad. Okay, so I know you guys are just waiting for me to talk about this.
The salacious
gay interview with Tucker Carlson and Larry Sinclair. Tucker Carlson. I'm going to play you guys a little bit of clip from this interview. Now, if you guys don't know who Larry Sinclair is, he was a gentleman, which by the way, let me just say this right now. This interview that he did with Tucker Carlson is not anything new. It is over a decade old. I think that this guy has come out with this information. He came out when I think Obama was running. Thank you so much, Birdman. Damn. And here comes Tito with the 1999. Thank you so much, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Anyways, this guy came out back when Obama was running for president, I think even before then, to talk about how he had a interaction with him. They, smoked some crack together and had a little sexual situation. Okay. I found it quite interesting that this was surfacing back again, and it was like being kind of brought to the surface by people like Tucker, and Fox News was talking about it, and the internet was letting it kind of show up on people's pages. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting in itself. Like, they've been suppressing this story for so long. Now, granted, Obama's not running for president, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who cares? But I don't know. Part of me thinks like they're setting it up for Michelle's run. Like people are going to be like, oh, that poor woman, because now there's stories going around that Michelle is vacationing alone and her and Obama are having some problems. So I feel like they're already setting it up for a separation. You know what I mean? They're setting it up for a separation. Anyways, let me play a little bit of this interview. Soonie didn't watch it. I watched the interview. I thought it was pretty interesting, even though I knew the story, but he detailed a lot of other things in the interview. And if you guys want to watch it, is on X, the Tucker Carlson X page. This clip is from ABL, Anthony Brian Logan, if you guys want to watch that commentary. But let me just play this clip right here.
You're just a guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack $250 to pay for coke. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort, and next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going. It went the direction I had intended. No.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice, you had no idea who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
Just ask the obvious question. What was Obama like on crack? Is it your sense that that's who Obama is, just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like what is that?
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't as long.
The guy's running for president, and
he looks like a whole crackhead.
Smoking crack and having sex with dudes. That seems like a story.
Well, it would be a story if the media really cared about telling people the truth.
So I just want to say, in this particular like little mashup, the way that they made it look like this guy was like very weird, but he was a very believable, credible dude, talked very slowly and like normally. For some reason, this seems very like rushed. The way they cut it. But like, I wasn't watching that interview going, this guy's a weirdo. Yes, he's missing a few teeth. The guy admits to have done drugs in his life. He doesn't do drugs anymore. And this, losing teeth is a side effect of that. But what he had said was that he was in town in Chicago for something. And he told his driver, who was a black gentleman, hey, I'm in town for a night and I want to party. And the driver knew exactly what he was talking about. And he says, anybody that they can show me around. And the driver suggested Barack. And that's how Barack came into the picture. He said Barack did not seem like it was the first time he had smoked crack, which to me, even the smoking crack thing, I'm like, big freaking deal. Because during that time, I think everybody dabbled in drugs. It's kind of like the Bill Cosby thing, right? Like, who cares about date rape drugs? Like, I think everybody was doing some type of Quaalude back in those days. But when he talked about a gentleman named Donald Young, who had reached out to this guy, Larry Sinclair, around the time that Obama started to run for president, he said that Donald reached out to him claiming to have worked for Obama and that he wanted to know if he had had sex with Obama. Clearly because Obama's team was trying to, get ahead of any stories that might resurface about him. The guy, Donald Young, admitted to also having sex with Barack Obama to Larry Sinclair. But a couple years after Larry met Donald was found shot dead in his apartment. Nobody heard the gunshot, but he was found shot dead. There was no sign of forced entry, blah, 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 blah. So the reason why I think that this is interesting, because you guys know that we have been talking about the Tafari Campbell paddleboarding death at Martha's Vineyard that occurred at Obama's house. And we've had all kinds of theories about that. And one of those theories that we had was that maybe Obama and Tafari, or maybe Obama made a move on Tafari. Maybe Tafari didn't appreciate that. And he was about to talk. He's about to spill the beans. And he did away with them. I don't know. Could be that. Could be that he's seen too many pizza and hot dog orders come through Martha's Vineyard. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. This interview, where it's going to go. They're already starting to discredit Tucker, which I knew was going to happen. Elon has come out. Right. Rightfully so. They've come out and they've said, hey, this is, I can't believe he had this guy on his show. Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports slammed Tucker's interview, says that Larry is a fraudster and that he has 0.0% chance of this story being true. He doesn't believe the story, which I don't know if I don't believe the story. I mean, have y'all seen his wife? Like, she don't look, I don't know. Listen, I'm not even gonna, we won't talk about Big Mike like that. But I believe the story because I don't think that this guy has anything to gain from telling this story. In fact, I think he has more to lose. Like, he doesn't seem to be afraid. He put a video up after this interview of him at the airport, and he's like, I'm not afraid to tell everything. And I realized that now was the time, which I'm like, why did you realize now was the time? But he doesn't seem to care about the consequences of him speaking out and telling the story. He's been telling it for a long time and nothing has happened. He's gotten no lawsuits, nothing.
Do you want me to respond?
Yeah, of course I do. Of course.
You already beat me to it, Vanessa. I had pulled up a few things on him. He failed a lie detector test when he was supposed to substantiate the story. Yeah. I'm sorry, but missing teeth on Tucker Carlson screams desperation. He has nothing to lose because he ain't got shit. Nobody is listening to this story because he's just not credible. He's not attractive. He looks like a basehead that rolled in off the street and is looking for an opportunity to come up. How many years ago did this happen? And why do we give a flying fart where Barack put his little peener? I don't care.
Because Barack ushered in the LGBTQ agenda. He's
well,
the whole
what
reason.
Does that change with us knowing this? Okay. The LGBTQ agenda is still here.
It doesn't change anything, but it does reinforce for me that we should have never trusted that man. And if Michelle tries to make a run for president, y'all need to don't fall for it. He's dying.
This man, is looking for a chick.
You know what he said that was interesting, which I was like, why is he telling people this? He was like at the airport and he was like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to like schedule the surgery for because he had these like braces on his hand. He's like, I'm going to schedule the surgery for my left hand and then I'm going to schedule the surgery for my right hand. And I'm like, why are you talking about getting surgery? Like, if I were you, I would keep all my whereabouts and what I'm doing quiet. But I don't know. And as far as his criminal history, he's been very open about his criminal history. Like, he's never hidden his criminal history. That was like the first thing he said when he first came out with this, like many years ago. He talked about his criminal history. So I don't know. I just think it's interesting Don't mind me. We'll just revisit this
Mo
again.
gets all bent out of shape when I just don't bite.
No. We're gonna revisit this when you're like, Mo, you were right. I know it's gonna happen. Happen.
Michelle's not running.
You don't think so?
No.
She gonna run.
For what?
I'm telling you, dude.
Like, if anybody were to vote for her, they would just be voting for her because it's Michelle. She has no policy. She hasn't been on the campaign trail. She's having fun being depressed in Martha's Vineyard. She don't give a shit about this country enough to put her life on hold to go run it.
Neither does Joe Biden, but that's why Obama is running the country. That's what I'm saying. Obama is the one running the country. I'm convinced. I'm convinced Obama
They're on
still
the
is
outs.
running the country.
Why would she do that for him?
Do what?
If they're truly on the outs, why would she do that for him?
Oh my God. Have you not seen House of Cards, dude? That show is like exactly what's happening right now. And it's scary. We talked about this before. In that show, the president and his wife are divorced. And nobody knows it.
We'll
I'm
see
just
what
saying.
happens.
We will see what happens, y'all. Mo's gonna be right. Soonie's gonna come back
and look at the Democrat nominees, and Michelle Obama won't be up there.
She will be,
because Biden's running for re-election. That's the reason no other Democrat has come out and announced their bid. The incumbent is running.
On that fool.
I don't know what you mean by that.
What happened?
It was the drugs that he had an issue with. I believe it. It's because it's something salacious about the opponent. And you already think, like, this is confirmation bias. You already think Michelle Obama's a man. You already think that Obama's secretly gay. So, someone comes out and says, I had sex with Obama and he's on Tucker Carlson. You're like, ooh, it must be true. That's just confirmation bias. There's
absolutely
what facts were presented. It was a man talking.
None. No facts. I
totally over feelings, y'all.
I totally agree with you. Listen, I just have one of those like special Latina intuition moments where I just know that I just know that it's true.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Man. Y'all are gonna learn one day. Y'all are gonna learn.
Yeah, I laid out a line of coke and I did, and I watched Obama do crack. Bro, what? That sounds like a crackhead story.
I'm here for it.
You're here for the crackhead stories. Okay.
I'm here for the crackhead story. Okay. I am here.
Well,
if it's true, nothing changes, Mo. What do you mean? If it's true, nothing. Well, yeah, I mean, nothing. Vanessa,
you on my type of time today. Stop bringing this up.
Y'all are a bunch of haters.
Make my mouth juicy. As a last
Larry.
minute tactic. I've been hearing that Michelle is going to run for years now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I agree. If it's true,
for sure,
nothing changes. Not nan nada. Nothing.
Not nan none.
Excuse me. I don't think I've ever gotten sleepy during a show.
I'm kind of like that. You know what's weird that you say that is, dude, I was like all day today. And usually like I'm really excited to like do a show. Like I'm like pumped up, you know, like you and I have talked. We get each other pumped up. Well, we've both been kind of busy this week. So like we haven't talked as much because I just got, I got back from Colorado. Neither of us were like really like on the internet over last weekend. So I've been feeling super behind and I've just been feeling like super run down. And I was just like, oh, I was like, I'm not feeling like talking today. But then of course I get here and I like have a great time because you know, you guys make fun of me and deny my singing abilities.
Here we go.
Here
you guys make fun of me. Here we go.
Hey, Uncle Ced. He doesn't like when I call him Uncle Ced. Cedric.
I've missed you too. We've missed you as well.
Where was he?
It's probably busy.
Said, did you take one of your like internet sabbaticals, like where you took like a break from the internet? Is that what was happening?
Probably. You gotta take a break from these folks. These people will run you in the dirt if they could.
Right.
Man, like they are just not happy campers.
Dude, football season started yesterday, you guys. Hey, I just want you to know that I spent the preseason watching this brand new show called Hard Knocks. And I watched the Arizona Cardinals training camp, and then I'm on the New York Jets training camp, and I'm getting super interested in football, Soonie. I'm getting super interested beyond the booties. Beyond the booties. Like I'm really getting interested. So you guys watch out. Mo might have some sports commentary.
I'm scared.
Seti been true lovin' a nice fit Latina with a really nice pedicure. True lovin'. What? So you have a lady in your life? Is that what you're saying?
Told you he ain't gonna end up with no black woman.
Are you mad about that?
I don't give a fuck. I like making him uncomfortable when I say it.
Yeah.
Although I do think black women are the shit. Just saying.
Obviously, Sed doesn't think so. Actually, no, Sed said that he loves all women. He doesn't discriminate.
Uncle Sed is short. It's okay. He's short. If he was taller, then I think I would have an issue with it. Like,
wait,
why you only hanging with Becky's and like Maria's? What's going on?
So what you're saying is because he's short, he can't like.
No, I'm saying because he's short, I don't care. But if he were taller, I would care.
That he dates Latinas or that he doesn't date black women?
That he doesn't date black women.
What? What does your height have to do with it?
Because to me,
tall black men.
How do I word it? No. You're this is conjecture. Stop interjecting your own opinion into what I'm saying. You just quit speaking for me. Stop it. It ain't what I'm saying.
Don't use conjecture. I hate that word.
Why?
Okay,
that's what you're doing.
I don't know. Just go ahead.
Listen. What I'm saying is, Maria from the ghetto. Yeah, I sure did. If he were taller, I would care. Because there's something about things being aesthetically pleasing. I'm one of those people. I'm shallow. You already know this. Versus, okay, you're short. You're with the Latina. I don't really care.
So you're saying Latina women get like the leftovers?
I'm done with you. So you're saying
this is
an attempt. This is what people do in debates. This is an attempt to change what you're saying. So what you're saying is,
discard, brother.
What?
She said you were a discard. She said you were a discard, okay? Because your height.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, maybe Sed is an amazing man in a relationship. You know what I mean? I don't know. I would like to know why Sed loves Latina so much. What is it about us? What is it?
Crazy.
It's our intoxicating nature. Sooney's face. Isn't Sed's ex a black woman? I swear he showed a pic. I don't know. I've never seen a pic. Sed, tell us why you like Latina women so much.
Yeah, make Mo feel good.
Is it because we don't have attitudes?
You do though.
Yeah,
like your
but
women
we're sweet about it.
Out of men.
No,
you're
but
you're crazy.
Yes, we are. No. But we're crazy like in a good way though.
What in the fuck?
We are. We're crazy in a good way because like we'll stab you, but then we'll like cook you a good meal. You know what I mean?
She earned
it. See, we will stab you, but we'll cook you a good meal. We'll do your laundry. We'll like keep the house clean for you, but we'll be mad at you. But like, you know, we're still not gonna let stuff slip. Black women go crazy. Y'all burn shit.
You know, the last time I watched Snap, it wasn't nothing but Latina and Hispanic women just doing the most vile shit ever.
That's white women on Snap. You can't put that on us. No. That's white women on Snap, dude. Come on. It's always white women.
Thank you. She's in denial.
Ratchet? We're just as ratchet as black women? No.
What planet do you live on?
The black women are ratchet? No. You're trying to put black women and Latinas in a box. You can't put us in a box.
I'm done. I'm done. We just yell loud. The excuses that are coming from this population, this demographic. What in the world? What in the world?
Dude, the way the camera has me frozen right now, I do not appreciate. What do y'all see? Because I just see myself with my hands on my face.
There was a Latina that hired a human or a hitman to cap her husband because y'all are crazy.
What did he do though? Is what I want to know.
Oh hell no, bro. What? Can I leave? I'm leaving this on for the rest of the night.
Said I've always dated
he
sisters on black women for the most part, and some Asians too. See, listen, I can't rock with Asian men. I've never been able to rock with Asian men. They're just not attractive to me at all.
That's how I feel about white men.
Really? You know what's
White
weird
men
is
are very ugly to me.
I used to say the same thing. Like, I used to be like, ew, they smell like mayonnaise.
They don't have any color. And it's just boring.
Mo, it looks like you have lockjaw. Oh, the way it like froze me. Yeah.
Lockjaw. Sad is equal opportunity women, I guess.
There's a new episode of Sister Wives.
Until I see him with a black woman, I'm convinced that he does not date black women.
I need to find a white girl that listens and keeps her mouth shut.
Yeah, Becky. She'll keep her mouth shut and then kill your ass and bury you in the backyard. Put limestone on top of you, and the police ain't never gonna find your ass.
Yeah. I keep my mouth shut. You said, what you drinking on? What you drinking?
Monster.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, though. That's why I flipped it around.
Shout out Monster. Let us know if you want us to. That and Smart Water.
Yeah, I don't look at Japanese women. I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Me don't know. But for the most part, they all look the same. In my opinion.
I always thought I was going to marry a black man for sure. Because that's just like who I was always like physically interested in. Never, ever a Latino. Never. They're too feminine.
I think white men are feminine.
Really?
Yeah, like white men are way too in tune with their emotions.
See, I used to think that. But then I realized they're not. Like they're probably like the more manlier. I don't know what white guys you've been messing with, but you know, they're like like hands
You
in the
better
dirt.
walk that statement back. I ain't never messed with a white man.
No, but I don't know what type of white guys you're saying or that you've met that are like overly feminine. Because I haven't met a whole bunch like that. When is Mind of Mo coming back? I knew somebody was gonna ask that fucking question. I don't know.
Tell her to take some medicine after the show and she'll have some Mind of Mo stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Some medicine.
Mm-hmm. All the white men I've seen are like, they're emotional, man. I would lose my mind if to me, they cater way too much to your feelings. I just can't do it. I would feel like I'm in a relationship with another woman.
See, Dave's not emotional. He's like your typical guy. He's just like, whatever.
I think the younger ones are more femme, but I think all younger men are. Y'all are biased. We need to have this conversation with objective people. Mo's
Like
on here
who?
doing a bunch of conjecture.
I hate when you use that word. I don't like the word conjecture.
Why? Why?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like one of those words that I feel like people say to like just sound smart and like shut people up.
It just means that you're trying to infuse your own opinion. That's too long to say. You just say conjecture.
I know, but can't you just say like, never mind. I'm not even gonna argue this.
Look at this light skinned woman trying to dictate my language.
You're
Can't you say-
generalizing.
Oh, you're generalizing. A lot of white men are alpha. Okay.
Are rough around the edges.
Okay.
Yeah, you are generalizing, especially since you haven't had any experiences with a white man.
I don't need experiences with a white man.
Yes, you do.
I've got a family full of white men. Why do I need to be with them when I can look exactly at what their relationships are like?
Well, then you're in a family full of feminine white men. I don't know what to tell you.
If it ain't your white man, what does it matter?
No, I'm just saying, like, I know a lot of white guys and they're pretty manly.
This is coming from someone who says that Latinas aren't as crazy as black women. Your opinion on this subject is not even it's not even trustworthy. I'm not listening to you.
Oh, but I've dated a lot. But see, here's the thing: like, you have to listen to me because
No, I don't.
listen, honey, I have done the legwork. Okay, your girl out here has been doing the legwork for years. Okay, I have done the footwork out.
Now
in the
you
street.
sound like Lopez. Please.
Lopez. No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying I have done the legwork. I have
Now you
dated
sound
them
like
all.
Lopez. If you're not out here doing this, then you can't speak on this. That's
I have
exactly what
dated
you just said.
a lot of men.
You
okay?
said, listen to me because I did the legwork. Absolutely not.
I've dated a lot of men. I've had a couple of
Say smooth brain.
experiences. Why are you guys trying to trick me into saying something?
No, say smooth brain.
Smooth brain.
You know what that means?
No. Why do you guys always have to like trick me into saying shit? What is it?
Wait, y'all remember when I made Mo say
Oh, dude, I hated that. I hated that.
I'll fuck anyone. She kept saying it. Smooth brain, yeah.
What is that?
It's a derogatory and it's a like very, very educated way of calling someone stupid.
Oh. So what are you trying to say?
I'm not the one who told you to say it.
Whatever.
Christine did.
You did. You were like, Mo, say smooth brain. You did tell me to say it. Tell me she didn't say it.
I read it. I read it verbatim what it says. Mo, say smooth
Whatever.
brain. So no, I didn't.
I don't understand.
She's trying to blame me.
You are. It's your fault. Who the hell's Mike Harry?
Oh God. Most white men I've met have swag. Have no swag. No offense to white people, but coming from this culture, it's hard to date bland. I'm right there with you, sister. Ain't no seasoning over there.
Over there.
I need some spice in my cooking.
Oh, she said say it instead of conjecture.
But conjecture and smooth brain are two different words.
Two different things, yeah.
She just doesn't like when I use big words. That's all.
I don't. I really don't.
You
I don't
say
like
something
that.
else. I'm like, no, this is my vocabulary.
Yeah. Well, because you know what? Like, you know what happens on the internet is like people that like join lives and stuff, they'll hear a word and then you hear it on everybody's live. Everybody starts, it's like the word of the fucking day. And I'm just like,
like cognitive dissonance.
Yes, that's why I get annoyed with it. Or you're being disingenuous. Like, that was my least favorite word. You're being disingenuous.
What do you want them to say instead?
You're being fucking fake. That's what I want you to say.
At what point do you have? But you have to be professional in some settings. You can't just tell somebody you're being effing fake.
Really?
No.
on Discord servers, you got to be professional. We're joking, right?
Yeah. There's sometimes I am because there's TikTokers in there.
Oh.
I don't talk to everybody the same. Now, yeah,
See,
I do say
I
like
do.
that's dumb.
I do talk to everybody the same because I only know how to be one way.
You
Like,
need
so
to
that's the
code
thing.
switch. You
I
need to learn how
can't.
to code switch.
I can't.
That's one talent that I think Black people do have, the ability to like
Code switch.
turn it off and on.
Oh. Yeah, I don't do that. Like I act the same no matter what. I don't care
It's
where
not
I'm
acting different. It's just changing your verbiage.
I don't do that.
Yes, you do. When
No,
you
I
get on the
don't.
phone and you're talking to someone, you don't say, "Hey, my internet ain't working over here. So what y'all gonna do for me?" You don't get on
Well,
the phone and talk to people like that.
but I don't talk like that in general though. Like I don't talk like that in general. So like no, I talk the same. Trust me, I do. Where Gabby at? She could tell you guys.
Gabby also said you can't sing, so I don't think you want to bring Gabby
She
into
came
this.
back and said I can sing. Don't be lying to the people out here on
That's
the.
your daughter. She don't want to get beat after the show. Gabby,
Don't be lying.
blink twice if you need us to rescue you.
She loves it. Don't listen. Don't start that because then Linda will be all up in here cutting that clip talking about Soonie was sending subliminal messages to Monique's daughter so that she could get help. Don't even start that shit. No.
Poor Birdman being picked on. Birdman's getting picked on?
Who's picking on Birdman?
Dale fuego.
Oh, because he's
Dale,
white.
dale.
Because he's white.
White. Birdman ain't got no swag. Birdman got muscles.
Wait a minute, what?
He has muscles.
Soonie, I can't with your
It's true. That's how he appeals. Bro, that is I've watched him. This is how he definitely appeals to women.
But you know he ain't got no swag. But
He ain't got no swag.
Okay, so you're saying women are
Look
attracted
at
to him.
him. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Muscles are
swag.
not swag, bro. What is wrong?
Okay.
Y'all are getting too old.
How would you define swag?
How would I define swag? The way you dress, the way you talk, how you walk, how you carry yourself. Like that's swag, not your muscle.
Yeah. To me, swag is like it's more than that. It's like your energy. It's like your overall energy. It's your vibe. That's your swag. Yeah. Like your swag introduces you before you introduce yourself.
Michelle is just heartbroken. Yes, Michelle, I hate to break it to you, bro, but y'all don't have no swag. That is why we get so excited when we do see a white person with swag, because it's just like familiar energy. You understand it, and you're like, you got swag. Like white people with soul, bro. It's just different. It's just different. Come on, y'all. I know y'all agree. I know y'all agree with that.
When you see white people with swag,
you get hype, bro.
I will say this. There's not a whole lot of white people with swag. That I will agree with. Yeah.
Did you struggle to say that? You said swag.
Swag. Because I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, swag and whiteness don't really go hand in hand. You know, I think like
the conversation cutting up.
I think most white guys are attractive because they physically look good, and then they have that like silly, goofy white guy thing about them, but not like in a nerdy way, but just like in a jokey, like they're funny. You know what I mean? I think that's what makes that's their angle. That's the angle that white guys come with. Is that
Channing Tatum has swag for sure.
You know who else? Who's that guy? Kelsey. He's the football player. Him and his brother, Travis. Oh, Travis, the cute one, Travis. Travis Kelsey?
I don't know who that is.
He's a football player. And him and his brother have a podcast. The Kelsey brothers. Somebody will say it. Anyways, he's really cute. Like, I think he's hot and he has swag. Like, he's cute. Like,
you said hot. That just changed the entire.
He's hot. He's hot. You know who else is hot?
Jay-Z.
Is
for sure. He definitely got swag. He got soul.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z or JT? You said Jay-Z.
JT, Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, he got swag. He's on the Chiefs. Yeah. Travis Kelsey, is that his name? Travis Kelsey? He's cute.
Don't get him started about these damn Chiefs that took a L the other day. I ain't gonna let you forget that.
Ooh, he's cute. He's cute. Who else is cute?
The fact that you're struggling to find white men with swag proves me right.
Why? Well,
Okay,
no, because I
I'll
said
rest my
swag
case.
is not. No, I said swag is not something that white guys typically have. This guy has swag.
Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa understands, bro. We here.
White sports eyes get it from the black players in the locker room. Probably so. Probably so.
Eminem does have that swag.
I don't think he does.
He's got that hood swagger for sure.
No, I don't think so.
Y'all just don't like Eminem.
I don't like him.
Bias. I think this will be a fun topic to like feature every now and then. When I see a white person with swag, I'm gonna bring them to y'all's attention so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know. It's just a familiar, it's like, what do you call that? Kindred spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Like my husband's supervisor. Dude, I miss him. I miss him. I posted something on my Facebook page and he commented like, I die before that happens. And I know how he talks.
Mm-hmm.
So all I can hear was his loud ass mouth. But he's one of those white guys where you're like, bro, I like you. I can chill with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it won't be like this awkwardness or this weirdness.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sergeant Taylor, by the way. He's funny as crap.
See, like, I think like if you ever met Dave, you would feel that way about him. Like, because Dave, everybody likes him. And like I remember like when we lived in Oceanside, dude, there were these two guys that lived next door to us. They were roommates. Well, actually, no, it was one guy living by his own. His name was Mark. He was this black dude, and he would have his 4 friends come over every damn night, and they'd be like, Dave, you better come over here and drink some Henny with us, dude. And Dave would go over there and drink Henny with them, and like they considered him. They were like, you're one of us, Dave. Like they brought him into the fold. You know what I mean? Like they were like, you're all right, white dude.
Wait a minute, who got swag on IG? Out of the white guys? Or are we just talking across the board?
I'm trying to think. Who do I know on IG that has swag? I don't know anybody who has IG swag.
Yeah.
This
Not
white.
swag.
They have to be white.
They have to be white? I think we should do this conversation on IG if we're gonna do it. Who on IG got swag? That's a good title.
I don't even know anybody. Definitely not Lopez.
No, Lopez is corny. He has no swag.
Oh, who has swag? Period. They don't have to be white. Who has
They don't
swag?
have to be
Period.
white. I'm assuming that's what he meant. Vanessa said no one.
I don't know.
Is
Seth
Josh white? I
Seth
don't
wants
know
us
if
to say
Josh is
him.
white. Seth just wants us to say him.
Yeah.
Liddell's got
know.
swagger for sure.
Yeah, he's got swag.
I guess I don't have swag. Nah, Michelle, you don't got swag. You're just sweet, but you don't have swag. Shanye has a swagger for sure.
You know
I'll agree
what?
with
I think you know what I will say. I think Sed does have swag. And then the reason why I say this is because Sed's energy is that of like a 6'4" man. And then you hear that he's not 6'4", but he carries himself like a big presence, right? So I think he's got some swag.
Wait, IG.
IG ops. Oops.
I was
I don't
about
know
to clown you. No, you did not just say ops. There's 2 O's there.
Oh, oops. Well, I don't have my glasses. Dude,
Oh,
I don't know anybody
okay, you
on
get a
IG
pass.
that doesn't have ops or that doesn't
Damn,
have ops.
fam said no, he doesn't. Ooh, fam is disagreeing. She said Uncle said don't have the swag. He ain't got the juice, the sauce, the drip.
Well, maybe fam has had more experience with Sed that I haven't had. I don't know. I know how Sed be sliding into people's DMs on the gram.
I caught my guy low.
Oh, you know who has swag? Deontay. Deontay has swag. He does.
I guess.
He got that like dictionary swag, you know.
Dictionary. Ooh, stop it. Not me. What are you talking about? Not you.
Who's low? I caught Lopez wearing flip-flops with socks in public. Well, he's Mexican. What'd you expect? Or whatever he is, Puerto Rican. They be doing shit like that.
Said whatever he is. D
This is like-
does both sides of D.
Dude, Trump
who
is a
else?
white guy. He has swag. Trump has swag. He does. He's not good looking, but he's got swag. You did not just flip your braids over to the other side. Trump has swag. You can't deny he doesn't have swag. I'm sorry. What did I say? What's so bad about that? That Trump has swag? It's not true.
Huh? What?
Chime in the comments if y'all agree Trump has swag. See, fam says Trump has swag. Trump has swag. I can't believe you're
I know I
laughing
have
at
nothing to
this.
say, bro. I have nothing to say.
Funny money swag. Whatever. Y'all tripping.
What swag Trump got?
The way he carries himself.
The fact that Tito, you should never say that another man has swag. Please.
Why?
Lying about what? I don't even know. Huh? Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
said stop.
Just reading.
Christine said stop lying. I don't know about what. I got receipts of what? What's happening?
Tito has swag.
A-Rod has swag, but he's like 3 feet tall.
Dang, y'all talking about you got receipts. What the hell
What's
going
going
on in
on?
this chat?
What is going on? What in
What in tarnation?
Soonie knows. What does Soonie know?
Why are you bringing me into it? What I got to do with this? Wait a minute.
Gotcha, I'm confused.
What? I ain't got nothing to do with this.
That's my favorite. Gotcha, bitch.
All right, y'all. This was a fun Friday show. I hope we see you on Tuesday. We'll be back with some more juicy topics, political driven topics. Please let's not share. What else are we going to be talking about? The election season is gearing up. I did watch The Anomaly. That is like
the ugliest dog, right?
Yes.
This is Noodles. Oh, little Noodles.
That dogs look like, I'm stuttering. That dog looks like you just pulled him out of the garbage.
Out of the socket. She has cancer and she's old. But she's so cute. She's ugly cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope to see y'all on Tuesday. We are working on getting more people to come on and interview with us. Last Tuesday we had Bella. If you guys missed that show, you should go watch it. That was a really good show. It was a really good discussion. I enjoyed watching you guys, or like being there for you guys talking.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
And she's writing in her journal because she reached out to me today to ask me some questions about how to create the man that she would like to manifest for herself. So she's working on it.
6 months, right?
6 months. Yep.
Well,
March. I think so. Yeah.
That's 6 months, really?
October,
Damn.
December, January.
Feels like
Yeah.
it's so far away. Jeez.
Yeah.
But we'll see you guys on Tuesday. If you want to go check out our merch site, we did drop the link. Here's the link, not the link, but we did drop the website. Here it is. It's super simple. titmmerch.myshopify.com. Make sure you sign up for our email subscription list so that you can get 10% off your next purchase. I do have an updated catalog of new merch. You guys should go check that out. A lot of people bought the workout warrior shirt, and I think the Kingdom. I'm gonna have to buy the Kingdom Citizen shirt and wear it.
I do too.
Think, and wear it on the show so that people can see what we have to offer. And we're going to be coming out with polos and dad hats specifically for I Got That Bag University. Libdell's going hard in the paint when it comes to that all over Instagram. So if you like polos and you like embroidery stitching, we got a lot of that stuff coming up too. You got anything else?
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I got. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
They say the song's so offensive, but only if you get offended. I can't offend you without your permission, and you don't even have to listen.